everyone, and welcome back to another video. My name is Cherry Tree. So you may notice that the setup is a little different today, or tonight as I should say. I recently have been watching, those little aesthetic videos that show you drawing, and I was like, that'd be cool if I could do that. So I got something that I can do that with. I decided that now that I can do this, let's talk about my drawing process and the character I'm drawing. So as you can see here, I'm just trying to sketch, trying to figure out what I'm gonna draw, how I'm gonna draw it. Well, this character's name is Dylan. He is part of a story called Demolition Lovers, and it started way back when as like a vampire that you know it, like a rip-off Twilight. If you don't know, Twilight is a vampire werewolf. It's a movie, it's a book. I highly recommend it. It's really cool. If you haven't heard of it, you must be living under a rock because it's very big. It's very popular. Well, it used to be, but it still kind of is. Just depending on who you ask. So once I've kind of gotten the sketch done and completed, I, outline. I already had outlined it, so this is just me filling some stuff in. Next though, I fill in the inside of the lines with the gray, or really you can use whatever color you want. I don't know, gray's like the default color. Once I've gotten that done, I use a clipping mask, or a clipping, it's called a clipping layer, isn't it? Yeah, and then you just clip it to that and fill it in with whatever color you want. So once I fill in the color of my choice, I go into inking, and I like to use the clipping layers. It just makes it more organized and easy to me, I guess. There's other tools you can use to do what I'm doing right now, but I just use clipping. Oh, by the way, if you don't know what I'm using clipstudio paint. Clipping works for any app or drawing program. It just depends on what you use, but it should be labeled as clipping, and it should look like a little arrow. I'll put a picture on screen, but it should look like a little arrow pointing down to something, if that makes sense. Oh, also, if you like these kind of videos, let me know. Just kind of where I talk over me drawing or something like that. I kind of find them enjoyable. I just, most of the time, don't know what to talk about, and I'm not using a script, or I don't use a script, so I kind of just say what's on my mind, you know what I mean? But if you would prefer more music videos that they have the same setup as these, but it's just music, or if you like the speed paints, just let me know what you guys like. I love feedback, and I love constructive criticism to know how I can make these videos better and more enjoyable for you guys. But if you just let me know in the comments. So I'm sure I've said this before, but I really like the coloring process. I feel like that's the more relaxing part of it, especially if that character doesn't have a lot of colors. It's fun. So now on to my other favorite part, which would be adding blush and things to make the face kind of look like a face. I think that my favorite brush to use to blend out blush and darker spots that I add is called chalk. It comes with the clipstudio tools, so you don't have to like add or record in the asset store. It's already there, and it's really, I for my style, it's good for blending. I like it. It's fun to use. So to touch more on the story aspect of things, Dylan was originally supposed to be a strong, high mighty warrior, and he was not supposed to look as casual as he does now. But I had some thought about it, and I was like, why not make the story be a little bit more modern, a little bit more how I imagined it to be, or imagine if, you know, demons and angels were to live in the world now, how it would be like that. Dylan is very flirtatious. He's that guy that you can go grab a drink with, if you know what I mean. And that's why Rory, the angel, falls in love with him. Overall, though, it wasn't just the flirtatious nature of Dylan. It was more of the caring and charming aspect. He really does care. And just like Rory, I want to portray these angel and demon characters not as you think they would be portrayed. You would think Rory, being an angel, would be very pure and kind-hearted. She is, however, she's not all pure. Just like how Dylan, being a demon, would be, you would think would be evil, but he's really not. He's really caring. I'm sure I can explain it better in art form rather than me explaining it, but once I actually get to where I'm going to draw, like make it into a comic, maybe you guys will better understand what I'm trying to say. Oh, by the way, the line art, I changed the line art color to be a darker red. That way it can kind of fit with the vibe, or if the theme of the drawing is blue, I do a darker blue. I kind of just go in and change up the line color because I feel like having black line color is just boring, so why not spice it up a bit with some color. So when I do shading, I don't really think about it, I just shade. And that's all I have to say about the shading part. Another fun thing I like to do is darken the drawing and add white value, so you can see that better here. I didn't know which way I wanted it, and I feel like going from bottom, like from the pants to going from light to dark from the pants to the head, I felt like that was kind of better. Another little detail I like to add in my drawings is outlining it with white. I don't do this a lot of the times, mainly because I forget, but I feel like that really ties it together. So as I'm finishing up some highlights and hair things, I just want to say thank you guys for making it to the end of this video. It was going to be longer, but during me editing this and recording, I didn't realize that I did actually have the sketching, the outlining process, and that's why the video is so long. It was 18 minutes, and I was like, why is it 18 minutes? But now I know why, so I'm sorry guys. Either way, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will be looking forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Thank you.